I'd now like to call in Mario Petitto from the CISL trade union, which will give us a summary of this interesting session. Mario, over to you. Thank you very much, Pilar. During this session, we tackled one of the largest fractures in society, the pandemic and the crisis brought on by COVID-19. This distortion might not have been so visible as the fights waged by previous generations. However, it is extremely deep and its consequences are extreme. Allow me to summarize briefly the key points of today's discussion. Being an essential worker and therefore in the front line during the pandemic means being the basis of our society, which means these people deserve more through collective bargaining and further rights, because if it doesn't happen now, then when? Service workers are always in the front line. Our work is to always be in touch with clients, they say, and we therefore risk our lives, as has happened for many colleagues in Europe. Workers who apparently have worked in the services risk high levels of stress and isolation, whereas the new working methods, such as remote working, could provide further liberties to workers. Some companies are using the pandemic as an excuse to make more people redundant through dramatic processes of restructuring that are not linked to managing the pandemic. Meanwhile, they're using public resources from recovery funds at national level to satisfy their stakeholders. As my colleague Barbara Taber said earlier on, the COVID-19 cannot be a license to exploit workers. We can't allow for the COVID-19 crisis to become an opportunity for large businesses to make even more money. Recovery funds at national level must also benefit workers and citizens. Restructuring processes have accelerated not at the speed of light, but at the speed of even further speed, the worst situations. This is called the new normal. But for it to be normal, we must take account of workers. We need a transition that is inclusive in this new way of working. As our colleague Erwin de Wijn declared on the Resolutions Committee, this crisis is a fracture in our society, a fracture that reveals the precariousness of service workers. And our joint reply must be clear. We need further recognition so that our voices are heard, recognition through collective bargaining, and through collective bargaining, we must promote new advantages for our workers. Thank you.
Gracias, Mario, por esta
Thank you, Mario, for this excellent summary